All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. We are doing Paddy Pimblett versus Benoit Saint-Denis, followed by the big one, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Make sure if you are new that you do like, subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to get everything set up here on my end before the first fight starts. So do bear with me. This should be the right camera. It is. I'll get the chat added as well. All right, we are underway, guys. I am very, very pumped about these last two fights here. I feel like Paddy the Baddy is, in many people's eyes, the favorite coming into this fight, whereas I think Benoit Saint-Denis should be coming in as the favorite to this fight. Not saying that he's necessarily going to win it, but I think it's a very, very, very close fight. We're going to talk about Conor McGregor and Max Holloway as that fight approaches, but we have a fight in between. First, let me know in the chat who you guys are backing in this fight as well. Let me add this to this page, actually, so that will be easier to see what you guys are saying in the chat. There we go. All right. If there's any problem with the audio or the video, please do let me know and I'll fix it up. But I think everything is set. Apologies that I didn't do the whole entire card. Just wasn't able to do it. Just wasn't able to do it. But from what I've seen of the fight so far this morning, because I didn't see the Corey Sandhagen fight, but that Brandon Royval fight was very, very good. Very entertaining for that fight. Gable Stevenson, I wasn't overly impressed, if I'm being honest. I wasn't totally impressed by Stevenson today. From what we're hearing, the way people talk about him, I expected more. I did. Look, I know he still won by knockout, but expected a little bit more. He was a massive, massive favorite. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier than that. Which other fight did I thought was quite entertaining? Robert Whittaker got back to winning ways. Looked a bit not sure in that first round. He was getting a bit manhandled, but from then on, ran away with it. Second round, by far the better fighter, and then round 3, fucking smacks the cunt's jaw. So, not bad at all. Guys, who are we backing in this fight? Paddy Pimblett or Benoit Saint-Denis? I had so much like high raps around Paddy Pimblett. Like I was one of his biggest sort of, yeah, this guy's gonna do it. This guy's gonna go all the way. Until he ran into Justin Gaethje. But I think that Justin Gaethje loss looks better now that Justin Gaethje's beaten Ilya. You know, if Ilya went in there and just slumped Justin Gaethje, then the Paddy Pimblett defeat would have looked worse. Whereas now you look at it and say, Paddy Pimblett lost to Justin Gaethje, but fuck, look at what Justin Gaethje just did to Ilya Topuria. So there's no real, like, you can't hate on that loss too much. Whereas if Justin Gaethje got slept, you'd say, Justin Gaethje looked fucking shit against Ilya Topuria, and Justin Gaethje beat the shit out of Paddy Pimblett. So, yeah, I think what's happened since makes the loss, you know, better. Because at the same time, Paddy didn't even get stopped. You know, like, Ilya Topuria only lasted 4 rounds. Paddy went the distance, and although lost, went the distance. So I do think there is a, I do think it sort of plays better. But I think Benoit Saint-Denis has been on an absolute tear, and I'm a big fan of him. So I think he's a very, very good fighter. It'll be interesting to see where this fight is fought most. Are they going to stand and bang, or is this going to become a grappling match? I hope it's the first one. I don't really want to sit here for fucking ages watching them try and hump each other on the floor. Let's see these two guys hammer and tong. Hammer and fucking tong. Make sure you guys jump in the chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking ahead of the fight. Did anybody watch? I know we're doing UFC here, but did anybody watch, like the Joe Joyce fight this morning and the Garcia fight this morning? I'm gonna rewatch them because I didn't watch them live. I didn't wake up for it because it was at like 4 a.m. for me. I waited. I slept until the England game started, and I woke up and watched the England game. Because that's the game I wanted to watch, and they didn't look great, England. But back to Joe Joyce. I'm gonna watch Joe Joyce and Murat Gassiev after this, and make my videos later tonight talking about those fights. But from what I've seen, Joe Joyce quit, and Murat Gassiev ran through the stand-in opponent in like 5 rounds, and then called out Ajit Kabayel. I'm hearing, which is fucking hilarious. Like somebody called out Ajit Kabayel that fought this morning, and when I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And nobody on this card is anywhere near the level of Ajit Kabayel, so I thought that was pretty funny. What happened in that Corey Sandhagen fight? I believe it went to a decision, but I don't actually know who won it. So if you guys want to let me know who won it, I think most people were saying Sandhagen should win, but I did see somebody's comment on X saying, like in round three, it must have been round three because he says, "All right, Corey Sandhagen needs a stoppage in this round." So I'm assuming Sandhagen was behind on the scorecards, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's actually what was happening on the scorecards because I've seen some dreadful calls on scorecards. Who's actually named first? I've got Saint Denis' name first, but I think he should be the first name. He's walked out second, so. Also, why is Theo Von on commentary tonight? I thought that was so funny, man. When I clicked on earlier this morning and I saw Theo Von giving his in-depth analysis next to Din Thomas, fuck, that broke me in half, man. I was like, what the fuck is Theo Von doing here? He should be on the panel with Joe Rogan. What the fuck are we watching right now? What the fuck is this ad? Why am I getting ads for USD? Cunt, I've already bought your pay-per-view. I'm watching the fucking fight. What the fuck are you trying to sell me? I should have bought some fucking Forge Stout for today. What's that other stuff that he has? Although it's not even his whiskey anymore, is it? Proper 12. Mix the two. All right, jump in the chat, guys. Let me know what your predictions are. You know what? I'm going to back Benoit Saint-Denis. I think many people are going to be surprised. And I'm going to go, well, I say surprised. I think everybody knows how good Benoit Saint-Denis is. But I feel like I've seen more people in the lead up talking about Paddy than I have them talking about Benoit Saint-Denis, right? Like, to a casual, he's definitely a sleeper. But I'm going to go Benoit Saint-Denis to win this fight. I'm just trying to decide what round, what method. Fuck it, let's go Benoit Saint-Denis round 4. That's going to go against a lot of people's things, but that's what we're going to go with. Let's risk it all. Blood. People absolutely love Paddy, eh? I'm surprised because lots of times when somebody loses a fight that's been on a bit of a tear, some people, like lots of people, lose interest. But Paddy Pimblett seems to have carried it through despite. What the fuck is this shit? What's with the fucking basketball player doing some fucking? Isn't she the one that fucking does that point meme? I'm pretty sure that's that bitch. Anyway, we are underway. Fuck, let me start this timer. Apologies. Got fucking thrown off there. Oh shit. Paddy already trying for a submission early in this fight. And he's got it. He's got it in. There is a guillotine locked in 25 seconds into this first round. Centini pushed that takedown. And he's very likely to be submitted in this first round because Paddy's got this locked up. Paddy's got the legs around. This is in deep. I think Centini's out. Is Centini's out? Fucking less than a minute into the first round, and Paddy Pimblett has just submitted Benoit Centini. Benoit Centini rushed the takedown, gets put into a guillotine choke, taken to the ground, and stopped in the very first minute of the first fucking round. Paddy the Baddy is back. Paddy the Baddy is back. And what the fuck was that by Benoit Saint-Denis? Dreadful, dreadful game plan. Did not work at all. And got bitched in the first round. Well, guys, I fucking called that one wrong, eh? Fuck it up. Insane. Insane. What the fuck has just happened? That is insane. It looks high kick from Benoit. Goes for the shot. Gets put into a guillotine by Paddy Pimblett. And it's locked in. Look at the way he puts these legs around. That's fucking insane, man. Fucking hell, Benoit, number 5 ranked in the world right now. For me, was the favorite in this fight and has just been bitched in the first round. Insane. I thought that was going to be an absolute war, that fight. And Paddy's back. Paddy is back. Where does that put Paddy now amongst the top contenders? Obviously, Justin Gaethje's the champion. I still put Ilia Topuria as number 1 contender. I think Paddy's got to be fucking 2, eh? Like, the only loss in his recent run is to the world champion. That's insane, man. I did not think that was going to happen. And we're already going to be onto the main event. I came on to stream the last 2 fights. We're 15 minutes in and there's only 1 fight left. Ha! Fuck me. That is insanity. Absolute insanity. That is insane, guys. Honestly. Fucking hell. You can't be done like that. Honestly, you can't be done like that. And like Benoit Saint-Denis is not a fucking shit grappler. Like, we're not talking about a bum here, and he's been done like that. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. I think that'd be a funny fight. Like if Conor McGregor wins tonight, Paddy versus Conor, we got two. Well, one's a Brit, one's Irish, but you know, same place basically. These two guys up against each other, you're gonna have a phenomenal crowd. You're gonna have a phenomenal rivalry. Like the event would be fucking massive if you had like Irish McGregor versus Scouse fucking Paddy up against each other. I just don't think Conor would take it, if I'm being honest. Oh, Paddy's officially back. Paddy is officially fucking back. And what a way to mark your entry back into the winning. Like, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Don't know what that shit was from Benoit Saint-Denis. Like, it's very rare you get a win over such a high ranked contender like that. Anybody know, anybody that's watching, is Argentina in extra time now? The last I checked, it was 1 all 90th minute. So they are in extra time. I tipped Argentina for this game, like fucking everybody else did. But I knew that the game was going to be close. And then, you know, that red card, it changes it up completely. But it's a fucking stupid decision to make a dive like that. Like, Embolo's already on a yellow card and you take a dive. And then you try and argue the fact that you shouldn't be red carded. Everybody knows that if you simulate, you get a fucking yellow card. You've already had a yellow card for running through the back of, I think it might have been McAllister. Stupid fucking decision. All right, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway is now next to the ring. Surprisingly, because I thought we were going to be in for the long haul for Paddy versus Centenay, but very wrong. I don't know what the fuck this McGregor haircut is. Argentina versus England was always going to happen. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. The amount of dodgies that happen when Argentina seems to be playing. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Even this morning in that England game, Haaland being disallowed for that push. We know how it works. We know how it works. There's teams that have got to get through. Like, you see how many more Argentinian fans are at those games than there is Swiss fans. They can't be having Argentina lose to Switzerland. Although I do think that the red card was fair. Um, through the tournament, you know, if you watch the games, you know that there's some dodgy ass stuff that's been going on. For Argentina, but it's always the same, isn't it? It's always the same. There's a lot of money behind Argentina and Lionel Messi, but it will be interesting to see, because if this game does go to penalties, um, there's only a certain amount of fixing that you can do, right? Like, penalties, it's anybody's game, and Switzerland have a very good chance of getting there. Um, like, how long's actually left of that game? It's 1-1, 105 minutes in. We've got the second half of extra time, and then it's penalties. So, yeah, I mean, it's likely, isn't it? It's very, very likely that we go to a penalty shootout. And Switzerland looked good in the penalties against Colombia. And Messi seems to not be able to fucking kick a penalties for his life this tournament. All right, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, the rematch. What are we all backing here? For me, it stays the same. Complete and entire delusion and bias, we are going with Conor McGregor. I actually don't have anything against Max Holloway. I was cheering for him when he took on Ilia Topuria, but when it comes down to the fact, for me, there is no greater than Conor McGregor, and you can fucking blow me if you if you disagree. I am going Conor McGregor any way, shape, or form, but we're going Conor McGregor TKO in the second round, and the Irish party's going to be fucking back on. My favorite actor, Conor McGregor. It will be interesting to see. I think, like, we've seen for the first time Max Holloway get stopped, but we haven't seen Conor McGregor in like 5 years. But Conor McGregor's fucking huge at this weight, and I do think that's a massive advantage for him. For me, it's for Conor McGregor, like, it is all mentality. If this guy is focused and raring to go and has put in the work and is dedicated to the sport, then for me, it's 100% Conor McGregor. But he's just one of those guys that, is this just a run back to run it back for, you know, but he hasn't actually put the effort in. He just thinks it's going to happen naturally. Or is this Conor McGregor, 2012, putting in the fucking hard yards to achieve the highest honors? And I think that's going to really depict on this fight. We know what Max Holloway is going to be consistent. He's a high performer. We know what we're going to get from him. But Conor McGregor is special, man. And, when you say, like, you know, talent doesn't work hard, but hard work beats talent. That's what we're up against here. Because by far, Conor McGregor is the more talented fighter, but Max Holloway could very, very well be the harder worker fighter. So, look, I'm still backing Conor McGregor. He's my guy. He's the one I'm going to back. Absolute delusion and bias will be fueling this watch along, but we're not going against the Mac. The Mac was my fucking UFC childhood. Like, I think I was in primary school when Conor beat Aldo. Right? So when you talk about fucking making a childhood out of UFC and watching it, you know who the fucking focal point was then. I know Max Holloway was that same sort of era, but I feel like everybody that I really heavily backed for a lot of my UFC watching has beaten Max Holloway. Like, Conor McGregor in their one fight. And then you fast forward to the 3 Volk fights, right? Like, of course they're going to be back in Volk. Volk is my other guy. How do we feel about Max Holloway in this fight? Because I've just done a lot of talking about Conor McGregor. Like Max has been in this sport a very, very, very long time. But I still think that this element of being stopped for the first time does play a role in this fight. Because, all of a sudden when you were always confident, all right, I can take these guys into deep water. No matter what, I can last the 5 rounds. No matter what, I'm going to make the fourth and the fifth round really, really hard. All of a sudden, you're now in a higher weight category against a big hitter in Conor McGregor, and you've been stopped. Bro, I'm just fucking hyped. Honestly, I am just hyped that we get to see Conor McGregor back. I'm not sure about the haircut. The haircut is throwing me. When I saw him step out of the car with that fucking mohawk, it's... What year was that Conor McGregor mohawk? Like, it's been a long time since we've seen it. I'm thinking, like, 2011. Was it 2011, 20... It's got to be in and around there when he last had that mohawk. Because then he went to that longer hair. And then when he took on, like, Donald Cerrone, he had shaved head. Then he went to the long hair. Bro, I'm so fucking pumped. Make sure you guys jump in the chat. Let me know your predictions for this fight. I'm going to go Conor McGregor. Like I said, it's complete delusion and bias, but Conor McGregor, round 2, he's going to sleep Holloway. And it's going to be a fucking party, man. That is my prediction. And you know what? I want the winner of this fight to take on Paddy Pimblett. I think that'd be so funny, eh? Like, especially if Conor McGregor wins. I think the Irish versus the Scouse. I think everything about that fight, the shit talk, the natural sort of grudge between, the English and the Irish, especially if they took that fight to the UK, I think that'd be a fucking phenomenal, like, arguably one of the biggest UFC events of all time. Not because of where it is, like the White House or the Sphere, but the pure sort of build-up, hype, fuel, rate, everything around that event, I think would be massive. It's just, I wouldn't be surprised if, regardless of this result, that this is a one and done for Conor. You know what I mean? Like, Conor could sleep Max Holloway, and I could see him never setting foot in the ring again. At the same time, I could see him losing to Max Holloway, and then, there's more pull to never stepping foot in the ring again. It's just one of those things, like, you just can't predict Conor. He is unpredictable. He is wild. He is in his own fucking world most of the time. But when you're a guy that is in his wardrobe lifting weights with your cock, you've got to be a different breed. And that is Conor McGregor, right? When you do a full body workout like that and you strengthen every core muscle, fucking wild guy. Fucking wild guy. And Mr. Hawaii. Everybody loves Max Holloway, eh? Even though most of the time I've watched Max Holloway, it's been against people that, I probably prefer the guy that he's versing. There's never like a disdain or a hatred towards Max Holloway. He's the most lovable guy. Whether he beats your favorite fighter or loses to him, you respect the hell out of Max Holloway. I was backing him. I was like Max Holloway's biggest fucking fan in the build-up to that Ilya fight. Mainly because I just don't particularly like Ilya. And then he gets fucking slept by him. Just the whole world crumbles down. But Justin Gaethje brought order back to the world. And Justin Gaethje is right up there, eh? It's amazing how many of these guys have all fought each other, eh? And you still sort of have the highest respect for them. Like, Justin Gaethje gets slept by Holloway. Holloway gets slept by Ilya. But then Justin Gaethje sleeps Ilya, and it's just a fucking roundabout. And you got Dustin Poirier as well, that had the fights with Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor had the fights with Max Holloway, and wild. Like that whole group, generation of fighters, right? Like that whole group that I've just sort of described. I wonder whether in 10 years we're going to be talking about like a new group, right? A new wave of fighters, not just one or two good guys, or one or two good fighters, but like a group of fighters that all can beat each other and that you're always hyped to go and see. You know, when diamonds start playing and, you know, Dustin Poirier, it's going to be bad, starts walking out, you know, here he comes. I actually can't believe it. You know what? When this fight got announced, I think everybody unanimously said, let's just see. You know what? They've announced it, but let's just see whether it eventuates. All right, let's see if this is another Michael Chandler situation or is the Mac actually back. We're here on fight night. The guy's done his way. He's walking to the octagon. It's official, guys. It is happening. We're going to see the Mac back in action, which is wild because, yeah, a lot of time pulling out, a lot of controversial things around McGregor, his life, what he's putting in his body, everything, man. Make sure you jump in the chat. Let me know your predictions. I have money on Conor McGregor to win. Like I said, you don't see me on this channel very delusional when talking about fights. I'm pretty consistent at actually speaking what I think's going to happen and talking about fights from a non-biased, neutral point of view to give you the best sort of insight into a fight. But not today. Fucking not today. I got a lot of money riding on this guy. The haircut's throwing me, honestly. I just don't know. You know what, to be honest with you, I don't even fucking... Like, I wonder how long Conor McGregor's actually sort of built up to this fight for. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how many months out he actually said to himself, I'm going to return to the ring. To sort of put into perspective, like 5 years layoff is a long time. Like when did he say 3 months out, all right, we're going to start putting in the hard yards? Or was this, all right, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, this is when we've started putting in the grind. This is when we started working towards it. And I think that can say a lot about how the fight goes. Because you can get fit, you can look like that in a matter of months, but to be fight ready, to be mentally and physically ready to fight someone like Max Holloway, that takes more than just looking the part. Make sure you jump in the chat. Let me know your predictions for the fight. If anything happens in the Argentina game, let me know, please, in the chat. I've just Googled it now. Julian Alvarez scored in the 112th minute, so they're up 2-1. Well, Switzerland aren't going to score now, so it's not going to penalties. I would be fucking shocked if Switzerland down to 10 men found an equalizer. I'd be fucking shocked. Although, once Argentina scored that first goal and went on the defensive, they looked awful, trying to hold out a 1-goal lead, which was a stupid game plan. I don't know what that plan was. Like, 10 minutes in, you score, and you're going to try and defend your line for 80 minutes? Against a good, solid, tactical unit of Switzerland. Look, they don't have superstars, I know that, but they all know their role, and they all know what they have to do. All right. He's in the ring. The Mac is back. I wonder what the gate is for this fight. I want to know how much money this fight produces. Like, I want to see the money made off this fight compared to the White House one, because the White House one, I believe, sold well. But when McGregor is back, I just don't think the build-up was anything special for this. Like, for a McGregor fight week, even the thing about, like, the biggest sort of press conference build-up before the fight week was like a video chat. Whereas the build-up to the White House was massive. Like, they spoke about it for months and months and months. Promo after promo after promo, big fights. Whereas this one here, the selling point of this fight was the fact that McGregor's name is on it. And I wonder how much power, how much money is still behind that name Fuck, I gotta fix this scorecard up. Apologies, guys. Let me fix that up before this fight starts. Yeah. There we go. That's right, isn't it? I believe so. I believe my brain still fucking works. It is. All right. We're getting close here, guys. And I am fucking pumped. 37 years of age, Conor McGregor against 34-year-old Max Holloway. 2 inches advantage in height to Max Holloway, but to be honest with you, I don't put too much money on the height. I think it's about the power. Can Holloway actually keep McGregor back? Make sure, guys, after this live stream that you check out the pre-recorded stuff. Well, it's going to be post-recorded, obviously, but I'm going to record a video straight after this doing my reaction to the fights. And I hopefully get to watch Joe Joyce's fight from this morning and make a video talking about that and Murat Garsiev. So make sure you've checked that out. Make sure you've liked the video, subscribed to the channel, and jump in the chat as we go. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to score the fight as we go. Chuck your predictions in there. We're getting fucking close, guys. We are getting close. I don't know whether you guys feel the same way as I do about Conor McGregor. It's very individual, your thoughts on Conor McGregor. I know some people fucking hate the guy, which I've never sort of had that thing. I think the guy is carnage personified, but yeah, I can excuse some of the stuff that Conor McGregor... Like, if you run through the Conor McGregor's life, like throwing trolleys at buses, punching old guys in bars, weightlifting with your cock, right? Like, the guy is mental, all right? The videos on like Instagram and Snap of him high, him drunk, him doing like all sorts of stuff. And we're still here, fight week, 37 years of age, ready to watch Conor McGregor throw down with Max Holloway 13 years after the very first fight. And for me personally, it doesn't get better than that. It does not get better than that. All right, like I said, I'm going Conor McGregor, round 2, KO victory. Absolute delusion, but sue me. I don't give a fuck. Make sure you jump in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. Anything goes down in the Argentina game, I need to know. Although it seems as though the game might actually be over. I don't know what time they're at. 117, 118, according to Google. I hope that's sort of live. I don't know what the delay is on the Google compared to the TV, but you know what? Conor McGregor always seems to, when he returns to the ring, he always seems to have like one trick. You know what I mean? Like, he always seems to come back and have his thoughts. Like when he came back and fought Donald Cerrone and he basically spent the whole fight doing this thing, right? Like, he always seems to come back and have like a new trick that he wants to show off. And sometimes it looks awful. But I wonder if he's going to have a new trick, a new tool in his bag to use against Max Holloway. But we're about to get underway. Let me make sure that this timer gets started in time of the first round. The Mac is back, guys. The Mac is back. We're underway. Oh, and McGregor's already on the floor. Holloway on top. Bit of ground and pound from Holloway. Kind of trying to use some up kicks. Interesting start here to this fight. Not what I thought was going to happen within the first 30 seconds of this fight. But McGregor is back up. He is back on his feet. I did notice, right? Like I said, I didn't watch all the fights. McGregor falls again, throwing a left hand. McGregor does not look right. Some big right hands there. I don't know what the hell's going on with McGregor in this fight, but he's slipped over multiple times. He's throwing up kicks. All right, he's back to his feet. The fight is over. The fight is over. The fight is over. What the fuck has just happened? What the... Look, I said you never know what's going to happen when McGregor steps foot in the ring, but this is disappointing. What the actual fuck has just happened? That's disappointing, guys, honestly. And not just because I spent $60 to watch this, but this is disappointing. Right, they're showing the replay here. The first flying, jumping, whatever the fuck he wants to call that kick at the start of the round, 10 seconds in, he's blown his knee out. Look, people are going to slate Conor McGregor for this, and I can understand because I'm pissed off that that's how the fight has gone. But if there's a serious ACL torn whatever in this, well, unfortunately, you can't do anything about it. The problem is, it's the guy that it's happened to. Like, he's standing, and that's what's throwing me. Normally, when you do an ACL, you can't stand, right? You can't walk, from what I've seen. People are getting stretched off, cut, like, from things that I've seen in soccer, things that I've seen in rugby. Like, you do your ACL, and you're getting carted off. Whereas he's not. Didn't Drake put a mill on Conor McGregor to win? Didn't Drake put a mill on Conor McGregor to win? That is the most fucking depressing way this watch along could have possibly gone. Right, I didn't get to watch many of the fights on this card. I've come on to watch the last two fights, both of which ends within the first minute. I didn't even stop the timer. I'm not even sure how long that fight went for. I'd have to rewatch it. Not that I really fucking care, to be honest with you. Oh, fuck, guys. That sucks, man. That fucking sucks. So, what next? What next? That's hmm. They're showing video of Conor McGregor like uncomfortable on his legs before stepping foot in the ring. I want to hear what McGregor says. I love McGregor. Been watching him since Cage Warriors. He's certainly one of a kind. Max is good, but I don't know if these are old. But are you going to be able to show the fight? These are old. I don't know why these didn't come through. Apologies, people. He has a contract for another fight for April. I think Conor said in an interview. So the fight continues or not? Nah, guys, that is apparently it. Apologies. I don't know why this chat didn't come through as we were going. I do have the fucking chat bubble up, so I do apologize for that. Did I see Joe Joyce? No, like I said, I'm gonna rewatch it after. And make a video on it talking about it. But I have heard that he quit in the fight. I skipped my sleep for the fight. Like I said, man, like lots of people, including myself, I know it's only $60, but still $60 that I gotta fucking work for. And that's the way the fight ends. It's depressing, man, especially with the build-ups. I want to know what's wrong with McGregor, and he hasn't even interviewed. He hasn't said what's wrong, which has kind of pissed me off. He should have come out and addressed whatever problem he was facing. We're gonna run it back one more time. I don't think you risk it, eh? You let Conor McGregor fight Michael Chandler or something, eh? Like you're gonna waste the rest of your career waiting on McGregor. I really want to know what's wrong. I wonder what Twitter's saying about that. Anybody got any ideas of what's wrong with the McGregor? That's fucking. I don't even know what word to describe whatever the fuck we've just sort of watched, but depressing is probably the word that I'd use, honestly. Oh, well, there's not much point sitting around here. I was hoping that McGregor would speak, but doesn't look like he's going to. Great performance by Paddy Pimblett. For whatever that's worth. I thought Brandon Royval's fight was very, very good. I didn't see the Corey Sandhagen one, but I believe Corey Sandhagen lost. Gable Stevenson didn't look great. Rob Whittaker looked decent. I wasn't blown away, but he gets the win by knockout, so you can't probably say too much about it. Man, it's always the big fights, eh? It's always the fights we're most hyped about that seem to end in the most fucking depressing way imaginable. Like Aspinall versus Garn. Like, fuck, guys. All right, I'm gonna go make my pre-record stuff. There's not much point me sitting around here. They haven't said what's wrong with McGregor. I wish that they did. I wish McGregor did an interview. I'm sure that stuff will come out later. And we might address it in a later video, but yep. Honestly, I'm speechless. I don't know what the fuck we've just witnessed. I don't know why we had to witness it. $60, I'm definitely not getting back from that. Like, anyway, missed the Argentina game. That's good as well. which ended 3-1. Let's go. So we got France versus Spain. France. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. France versus Spain and England versus Argentina, which I honestly, Spain and Argentina, Spain and England, France and England. We'll have to wait and see, guys. I apologize. This was one of the worst fucking live streams I've ever done in my life. The fights were absolutely meh. The chat didn't work for whatever fucking reason, so I do apologize about that as well. Yep, I'll fucking catch you guys on the next one, I suppose, because it doesn't look like we're going to hear from Conor McGregor. I'm sort of waiting around, trying to hope that we're going to hear something, a medical update, anything. Doesn't look likely. Yep, radio fucking silence. There's no noise coming from the that's pissed me off a little bit more than the fight has. The fact that we didn't hear McGregor address it. And the fact that McGregor walked off also infuriates me a little bit, because typically an ACL, I don't believe you walk after, right? Like, I'm not a fucking medical expert, but as far as my sport watching has taken me, you do an ACL, you're getting your ass stretched away. All right. Thank you for being part of this live stream, guys. If you are new, like, subscribe. I'm going to make some pre-recorded content. Not that there's a lot to talk about, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm out of here, guys. See ya!